Here it's as cold as a mother-in-law's kiss in this stadium right now.
That it is. It has been a frosty day. We've been able to witness snow in the AFL overnight, which is just astonishing in itself. Won't be any snow here today, but if the Kilsyth girls can continue on with the scintillating form that they showed against Bendigo in the first finals, then there should be a bit of a snowstorm here tonight.
Well, let's hope it's raining threes, Pete, because there's certainly the talent in the roster for Kilsyth to do it. Just got to wonder, do they have the confidence? And after, like you say, their performances against Bendigo and, in fact, their last performance against Nunawading, there's nothing to suggest that they don't have the confidence.
100%. Last time these two met in round 14, Kilsyth coming out 80-72 winners with a, you talked about the reigning threes. Not that they shot incredibly well from three, but they certainly shot better than Nunawading from three in that particular game, Brett. And
that's all that matters, right? You only have to win by a point, Pete. We're hoping for more than that tonight because I don't know about you, but on a cold night like this, it's a bit hard to get the heart started.
Yeah,
we wouldn't want to have a heart stopper.
Certainly wouldn't. That is very, very true. Well, we talked about the fact that the girls were absolutely brilliant against Bendigo to get themselves into this preliminary final. The Kilsyth girls absolutely dominated in that game against the Braves. The Nunawading girls had to do it a little bit harder, having to come through two wins, the first of which was against Ringwood, 97-93. Very, very easy win for them. Big 26-point win there with a strong support right across the board. Maddie Garrick, 20 points. D'Angelo with 19. Rebecca Pizzi and Shea both supporting with 12 and 13. And then they come up against Waverley last weekend and absolutely destroyed them. 28-point win set up by a massive 50-29 first half. Just absolutely incredible scoring from right across the board in that game too, with Shea leading the scorers there with 21, Antonoblu 19, Pizzi with 16, and D'Angelo also propping in with 16. And if we have a look at the Kilsyth Bendigo game that we talked about before, to come up against a team that's 19-1, to come out playing in the Bendigo home court in such a massive arena, a 15-point deficit there, again set up by a massive second half there, Brett.
Well, there would have been some tears up in Bendigo because I'd imagine they might have thought they were odds on. So what an astounding and astonishing and brilliant effort to make that gap. And you look at statistically, those last two games from Nunawading have been very efficient from the 3-point line, and Cobras will want to shut that down completely. They need to get to the shooters tonight.
100%, both over 50% on those games. Nunawading really doing the right job there. The thing to look for tonight, I think, is Nicholson was absolutely sensational against Bendigo last week. If Nunawading can keep a handle on what Nicholson's impact on this game is early, then they're going to be in with a shot. If Nicholson gets out and is allowed to have complete freedom in her offensive side of things, and Kilsyth shut down defense like they normally do, this is going to be an interesting game. Again, if we have a look back at that Bendigo-Kilsyth game, the second half, after Bendigo took a 9-point lead into half-time, Kilsyth just completely put on the brakes, scored 52 points in that second half versus 28.
Wow, quite an impressive effort. So we already know from our own experience, Pete, that defense wins games. Let's prove tonight that it can win a championship, right? It's all up for grabs here tonight, and the winner has a wonderful opportunity to etch their name into history tonight.
They certainly can, to be one of the first finalists through to the grand final of the NBL1 Championship, which will be held next week. We'll give you some heads up on how to get your tickets for that one. There is a really big opportunity here for whoever wins tonight to sneak in and get some really early tickets for that particular game. It's going to be a sensational event. We'll talk a little bit more about it later on in the show. But we are about to tip off here with the Kilsyth Cobras taking on the Spectres for the final, or the first preliminary final of the women's competition.
Going to be a great night, everybody. Stay tuned and get ready to enjoy women's basketball at the highest level, or almost the highest level.
Here we go. Booth taking on Shea in the opening tip. Booth controlling that one. Off to Downey. Downey to Tassari. Tassari looking to have a big open in this regard as well. Downey with the ball, off to Nicholson. Nicholson open for a beautiful shot. A nice 18-footer, put inside the old 3-point line.
Couldn't find a better way to start the game there, Pete. Lovely offense. Great
Perfect
footwork
work
from Nicholson.
D'Angelo with the ball. Matty Garrick, the Melbourne Boomers superstar. Booth with the defensive rebound for Kilsyth. And Tasari will once again get us underway for a second set of offense here for the Cobras. Downey, Booth, Tasari. Oh, looked at a long three there. Downey, beautiful pass into Booth. Booth makes
beautiful.
easy work of it. Just
Great
clean
movement.
offense there, Brett.
Yeah, very clean. Great movement. Starting in a 5-out position, collapsing into some players in the post. Really beautiful.
Shear with the ball, up high, out to Garrick. Garrick pulls up, a little bit short on that one too.
I'd be a little bit concerned if I was Paul Flynn. My star players just forced the first 2 shots.
Tasari for a massive 3 feet outside the 3-point line, and they have started hot, Kilsyth, tonight.
Let's see how long the Spectres coach can withstand having a timeout, because they need it.
Flynn
They're
will
rattled.
not be happy with that one. Shear going to work down low. She turns around on a smaller Downey in that situation. Tasari back into play, off to Nicholson. Booth looking to post up low. Tasari with another big 3.
It looked good from here.
It did look good from this angle. Shear with the board and off and running. She's a really potent player, Shear. Look for her to run that break when she gets an opportunity and put the Cobras defense under pressure.
The thing I'm noticing here, though, Pete, is Nunawading are going very much one-on-one.
Oh, Booth going up strong.
Some great personal brilliance in the first 2 scores for Nunawading. Team brilliance from Kilsyth to date.
It was a tough drive from Antinadu. She's very, very good at that penetration. Here she is taking a long 3. Booth picking up another rebound.
Owning the boards at the moment.
Tasari. In that same spot she drilled the last big 3. Wasn't able to drop. But a good rebound there from Clara Wisher.
They're certainly up and about, the Cobras. They're looking good, and you'd have to say you're not unhappy about Tasari taking that shot. She's going to back herself, right?
Well, she's a confidence player, and dropping that first one, she will not be lacking any confidence.
Better get it in.
5-second violation, not able to get that ball in the court. Tasari picking up I wouldn't say a costly turnover, but a frustrating one for Coach Woosnam.
Now, Coach has said she's expecting a fast-paced game tonight. It'll be interesting if it opens up a bit from here, because it's a little bit clogged.
Antinadu with the ball into Shear. Shear overcooking that pass into Pizzi. Pizzi not able to get her go-go gadget arms to catch that ball.
Well, she's just a bit deep there, Pete, to really make an effort for that catch. Needed to be a little bit higher in the key.
Sorry, here we go again. Nicholson on the wing. Downey trying to set a screen. Pizzi trying to push through it. Wisher with the ball. Wisher looking to penetrate. Off to Downey. Out to Nicholson. 7 seconds on the clock. Nicholson unsuccessful with the first attempt. Gets her own rebound. Picks up the foul. And will go to the line to shoot 2.
That was just sheer intent, wasn't it? Sheer hustle by Lauren. Fantastic.
Nicholson making the first of the 2 free throws, 8-4 in favour of the Cobras.
I know you coach your teams, Pete, to talk about the importance of free throws, so no doubt that'll be a key tonight.
It will be absolutely vital for both teams to make sure that they get the charity strike points, because nothing's going to come easy, I don't believe, for either team tonight.
Yeah. Shear
with the ball, off to Matty Garrick. Garrick back off a Shear screen. Shear opening up for the 3, and boom! And that absolutely closes the gap to 9-7. Excuse me.
Can I say that was sheer brilliance?
It was sheer brilliance.
I bet that one's been used a few times.
Downey and Pizzi are interestingly enough, are going at it. Pizzi, the much younger opponent for Alison Downing. Booth, a little bit short on her shot, but gets her own rebound. Out to Tassari, and Tassari knocks down another three.
So what's the old mantra that offensive boards create threes, and exactly what we saw just there. Beautiful
Second
stuff.
chance points these two teams the last
Beautiful
time they played
stuff.
was only 8-4. So to pick up a three early on in the game, and she goes to work in the post, she's going to be unstoppable.
She is doing pretty much whatever she wants right now. We need to shut that down.
Shearer already with 7 points. Booth backs her into the key and with a little baby hook. Antonado.
Great defense.
Great
Great
work
defense.
from Wishar to get up the.
That was real hustle there. She was about 5 feet behind on that outlet pass, and she caught up beautifully. What a great effort.
D'Angelo picking up a loose ball foul there on the penetration from Tassari. Antonado going to have a rest. And Brewster entering the game. Busy pushing everyone around. Gives Brewster a bit of a shove.
She doesn't mind. She's stamping herself out there. Good on her.
She's a great young talent, young Bulleen junior.
Good to see the local talent coming on, isn't it, Pete?
Certainly is.
Oh, gee, that looked like a foul.
Oh, Downey able to almost cause a bit of a steal there on Maddie Garrick.
Nice penetration from Tassari there, but I thought she got fouled, but never mind. There's never been a shot I've taken, Pete, where I didn't get a foul.
D'Angelo kicks it out to Pizzi. Pizzi with a big three. Fantastic effort. Both
Smart
teams shooting
play.
well from outside at this point in time.
Smart play.
Spectres 2 of 4, both on 50%. Nice little drive there from Wishart. Draws the foul. That should be on D'Angelo. No, it's on Brewster. That'll be her first personal.
Seems like Kilsyth's getting more penetration than Nunawading's able to, Pete. The Spectres will want to be careful about that because, as I say that, she misses the free throw. But they'll definitely want to shut down that drive. They've just got too many bigs.
The Spectres crowd here has been quite rowdy there, and Wishart goes 0 of 2 from the line. Not what she would have expected. D'Angelo, a little fake. Kicks it out to Brewster. Brewster pulls up for 2. Booth with her 5th rebound. Not bad for the first quarter.
Very nice in your first 6 minutes.
14-12, nice close game here for this preliminary final between the Cobras and the Spectres.
A lot of movement off the ball by the Cobras, and a lovely little shot from the skip. Beautiful work.
Magnificent shot there. She goes to 6 points. Timeout to Flinney didn't call the timeout, and Woosnam hasn't called the timeout. I don't believe it's a timeout. It is a baseline ball. Mistake made by the bench.
Well, there you go.
Flinney wasn't going to accept the timeout and lose one so early in the game.
I think someone might have copped a whack in the nose there. So, Pete, good start.
Fantastic start.
This is, whilst it's not it's not run and gun, it's still pretty high scoring, you'd have to say, for halfway through the opening quarter.
Well, if you have a look at the statistics as they sit right now, both teams shooting at 50% from every statistic, except for Nunawading, who are shooting at 0 from the free throw line, only because they haven't taken one.
That's right. Let's just leave it at 0, though.
So Maddie Garrett.
Great movement. Great. Again, another great move by Nicholson.
So that's going to put Lauren Nicholson to the line. That is the 5th team foul for the Nunawading Spectres.
And the foul count is 5-0 in favour of Kilsyth.
I think that has a lot to do with the way in which Kilsyth has taken on this game.
Yeah.
They're looking to penetrate as much as they possibly can and have their three-point shots coming from an inside-out style game.
Yeah. Well,
my favourite way of doing things.
The Nunawading seem like just a half a step behind in the help defence. Whereas the Cobras, we've had a couple of drives down this end by some of the quality Nunawading players, and the Cobras have really reacted beautifully and shut down those drives. So so far so good. Let's hope that penetration keeps going.
We talked about help defense. Help is a really important thing both in basketball, on and off the court, and we'd like to thank some of these sponsors that help out on a regular basis down here at Kilsyth, especially
that's the first segue of the Segway Olympics tonight. Isn't tonight 100%. The Segway Olympics?
Yeah, well, I think I've already notched up 1 point in relation to it. But Club Kilsyth, Club Ringwood, Coca-Cola Amatul, Hoop to Hoop, Swinburne University, and Basketball Victoria, all great sponsors and supporters of the Kilsyth Cobras NBL1 basketball program.
So just like diving, Pete, we get scores for the dives. We also get quality scores from the judges. Your great segue, so you got your first one, but in terms of quality, a little bit of work still required, mate. Let's see if we can get that up a bit, eh?
Sounds like a good plan. So Nicholson going to the line. Already has 6 points in the game.
And currently 2 from 2. And that's called the commentator's curse, that is.
We talked about the importance of foul shooting, and since we had that conversation, we've gone 0-3.
Yes. Let's talk about the importance of something else.
Nicholson knocking down the second. She's 3 of 4 from the line. Goes to 7 points to lead all scorers with Shea.
And totally off topic, Pete, I note some Original Joe's Pizza being brought in to members of the crowd. You organised ours tonight?
No, unfortunately, Original Joe's doesn't make it to the commentator's box. We tried to organise something there as Matty Garrick does a beautiful turnaround. Step back, little jumper on Nicholson, makes the shot.
Beautiful move. She was in trouble there. Great defense. Couldn't really have done much more there.
Carmack off to Nicholson. Oh, Nicholson
looked like she might have travelled there.
Yeah. Shear off and running. She's going to do a nice little spin. Oh, lovely little lefty. Didn't happen.
Just a little hard.
Booth picks up her 7th rebound of the first quarter. She's working hard. She can stay out of foul trouble. She's going to be a very valuable asset for Cobras tonight. Wisher.
Straight through the key.
Beautiful little drive.
Lovely little crossover there at the last second. Beautiful.
Carmack and Wisher both sporting the same type of bun-style haircut. Booth with a nice little hand there to deflect a pass. But it will still be a Spectres ball on the baseline.
Good crowd in tonight, Pete. They're getting a bit of a treat, I'd say. This is a great game.
A fantastic game. Great opportunity, and the last opportunity to see a home game for the Cobras. If they advance through to the grand final, D'Angelo with a turnaround. That's Matty Garrick doing a similar shot just before.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful shot from D'Angelo.
I mean, great ability, great talent, but Pete, it's worrying me that the Spectres, well, it's not worrying me, it's good, but the Spectres are having a lot of one-on-one individual type play to score.
Cobras need to focus a little bit more on the help defense in those situations. A little bit of a mismatch here, although Downey does play well against the bigger opponents. With Shear taking on that. Pizzy inside, D'Angelo with a step around and a nice pass to Pizzy. Cuts nicely. Cuts the gap to 1 point, 19-18 in favour of the Cobras.
Well, that was great team basketball. Beautiful movement with the ball and off the ball.
Pizzy working really hard at the first part of that offensive structure and then finishing it off at the end.
Yeah.
Nicholson.
Great second effort.
Downey.
A lot of work inside there going on.
Wisher down base, unable to make that count. Garrick with the rebound. And
bit of a rough call either way there. I think that was not a flop, but it was certainly not a lot of contact. I don't know. What did she do to draw that foul, Pete? What did she do to deserve that foul?
I think she fell over, and that was probably the only thing that occurred.
She fouled the floor.
Of any cause, but at the end of the day, it was called by the referees. It's the first team foul for the Cobras with 1:14 left with a 19-18 game. It's been a really intense first quarter here with the shooting percentages sitting at the high 40s and the early 50s for each team. 3 points for both, sitting around that 40 and 50% respectively. So I guess the big things for for both teams is that the rebound count, it's relatively even. Kilsyth a little bit of an edge due to Booth's 7 rebounds already, but he's looking at a 10-7 scenario, of which 3 of those were the offensive rebounds. So Nutter wanting a little bit to do on the offensive boards. We know that that was a 3-point scored from one of those offensive rebounds. But apart from that, everything else is relatively similar right across the board.
Very evenly matched, and you'd sort of expect that at this level come this pointy end of the season, wouldn't you? Coaching's good on both sides. The benches are fairly deep on both sides. So, this is what you get, is a nice evenly matched game.
When you get down to the pointy end of the season, like you mentioned, Brett, you expect the cream to come to the top, and that's certainly what we're seeing with these 2 fantastic women's teams. Shear with the ball. Oh, nice rebound there from Tessa Boyd, but unable to control it. Tassari out on the break. Off to Downey. Nicholson looking to take Maddie Garrick down in the low post. Kicks it out to Carmack, and that's her favourite spot. Shoots normally very, very well from the corners. Garrick out in the break, pulls up for a 3 of her own. Doesn't drop. 8th rebound for Booth.
A front iron miss for both of those 3s. Nice looking shots though. Expect them to drop later in the game. Spector's gone into a zone defense.
Picking up a painful foul there as Nicholson clips her knee. Gonna sting a little bit there for a little while.
She'll think twice about defending like that next. Should that come again, Pete?
And the smarts of Lauren Nicholson and her, reigning MVP and scoring title just come out nicely. Another missed foul shot, however.
Shelled 3 in a row has Lauren. Come on now.
Makes the most of that one. She moves on to 8 points.
So much a mental thing, free foul shots, isn't it, Pete?
It certainly
so
is.
much a mental thing.
Nice shot deep from Kathleen Shear. Her second 3, exact same spot. That takes her on to 10 points and gives the Spectres a 1-point lead until Lauren Nicholson, who also goes to 10 points, puts that lead back in favour of the Cobras, and that will do us for quarter number 1. A fantastic quarter, 22-21, and these 2 teams really going hard at it and head-to-head.
Buckle up, folks. We have some pretty exciting stuff to come, I'd say, over the next 3 quarters.
So we talked a little bit before about the championship game, which will be next Saturday. The women tip off at 5 p.m, the men at 8 p.m. Doors open at 4, and NBL1 and Basketball Victoria, in conjunction with each other, have done a sensational job to create a really amazing day of fun and activities for all the kids and all the parents to come down. So whoever advances through to this game can organise to get an opportunity to book their tickets for this particular game next week. We're going to see things like the Super Hoods, which have been made famous by the Melbourne United NBL club. The Super Hoods are some of the best street dancers in the business. SDS dance crews will also be there. There'll be face painters, giveaways. All the Melbourne NBL teams and WNBL teams will be represented by players who will be giving away giveaways and so forth as well. And there'll be some special guest appearances from various different superheroes. So get your kids, get your family together. This will be a fantastic day down at the State Basketball Centre next Saturday, starting at 4 p.m. That's when the action's all going to kick off. The women will start playing at 5, the men at 8. Ticket Tech is the place to go. Or go to the NBL website, NBL1 website, and follow the link through to pick up your tickets. Now, for those who want to sit courtside, Brett, the best seats in the house, there's only 50 seats available, of which 26 have already been sold. Right. So if you want to have the best seats in the house, sitting courtside at the NBL1 inaugural championship game, you better get in early.
And it's a double header, Pete, as you've said, so that's going to be great value for whatever the expenditure is.
So if you want to see the best basketball outside of the NBL, get down to the championship games next week. Hopefully you'll be seeing the Cobras. If not, you will be seeing the Spectres and the winners of the Braves and trying to think who the Braves are playing. Just gone blank there for a second. But
that game.
that game.
The winner of that game.
It's Geelong Supercats.
There we go.
Now. So we're underway. Second quarter action just tipping out. Nunawading will start us off. Pizzi with the ball. Antonado has 2 fouls. Back to Pizzi. Shear going to be dominant. Straight into Pizzi.
Yep.
Shear has been fantastic already in this particular game. She is going to be an absolute challenge for everyone if she's not maintained.
So they have just recently, last few possessions, Pete, dropped into really lovely offensive sets. Great movement off the ball. Great individual play.
Unfortunate opportunities going lacking there. A couple of second chance opportunities for the Cobras there, and Booth picking up her 9th rebound. When 39 seconds into the second quarter, she's already picked up 9 rebounds. She's going to be tired.
It's disappointing they didn't take advantage of her dominance in there, because she's braining them.
She certainly is. Nice
Great
steal
read.
there.
Finish
Downey.
it.
Downey taking on Shear, unable to make that drop. D'Angelo with a nice aggressive drive. That doesn't drop. Wishar with the ball. What I loved about D'Angelo in that regard, she misses the layup, Brett, after
Straight back into it.
Straight back,
Yep.
causes a side ball scenario, almost gets a steal. But fantastic effort to not give up in that situation.
Well, I think you'd be a little bit annoyed at the as coach of her going 1-on-4 there. But, like we say, you got to back yourself.
Wishar with a great
Nice
pass to a cutting Booth, and Booth making the most of that opportunity.
Good read by Booth on Wish's penetration.
Ooh,
That's
Pizzi.
better, that's better, that's better.
Pizzi unable to seal in that situation. Booth getting a good hand up. Pizzi driving. Antonado out to Shear. Shear with a nice
Likes
spin.
that spin.
Downey, nice box out. She collects the rebound. Gives it to Nicholson to reset the offense. Off to Wishar. Wishar into Booth. Booth into Down. Oh, nice little deflection from Downey to Wishar. There's only 7 seconds left, and Tassari says, you know what? That's within my range. Unable to make that drop, however. Antonado out to D'Angelo. D'Angelo for 3. That is their 4th of 8 attempts. They're at 50%. And they reclaim the lead, 26-24.
It's good to see Kilsyth mixing up the offensive set a little bit here. They sort of, yeah, that's just great.
Booth with a nice shot
That
from
was
the elbow.
lovely, lovely from the elbow.
It was almost like the Spectres were playing a 2-3 zone there. It was
Yeah.
more of a kind of a standoffish man, but it looked a little bit like a zone, and Booth taking full advantage.
Oh, and a good read on defense by
Ooh,
Kilsyth.
that came off D'Angelo's leg, and the referees conferring with each other, still saying that it was a Nunawading ball. Shear, Nicholson, Pizzi, back to Shear. Shear with a long 3. It was kind of a bit of an unbalanced opportunity there. Pizzi picking up a foul over the top of Booth.
Didn't need to force
D'Angelo.
it. Forced it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we saw a key just in that last offensive possession from Kilsyth, Pete, with Kilsyth mixing up their set a little bit. They've thrown it to Booth in the low post a couple times too many, I think.
They're certainly playing in a 2-3 zone scenario, and Booth is just going to lap that up.
She'll love that. Created space nicely with her armbar.
So Sarah Booth already has a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. And the key just opened up like the Red Sea, and Antonado just takes a beautiful drive.
That's right. And the Spectres were Moses there.
Ooh, nice block from Pizzi
and off her leg.
on a Booth attempt.
Gee,
And the referee
got the change. Good
corrects
boy.
his own decision, realises it did not go off Booth's foot. It actually went off a Pizzi foot.
Good communication by the ref team. Well done.
Gee, Sarah Booth has been absolutely fantastic in this opening half. Oh, Lauren Nicholson sneakily gets a pass from the baseline from a fantastic Downey pass.
That is a coach killer by Pizzy there.
Was.
Turned her head in the wrong direction.
Nice three. Shea. Pizzy.
Oh,
almost lost the ball. Back to Shea.
Pizzy might need a spell here.
Antinadu pulls up. Pizzy for three in the same spot she hit her three before. And Wisher with a great rebound. Off on the break. She's still going hard at it. Nice pass into Booth. Back to Wisher. Wisher cuts base. A bit of a lazy pass into the key. Antinadu, unfortunately unable to get the pass off, and Nicholson steals it back. To Sari. Off to Downey. Nicholson. Wisher. Nice little pull up. Nice little sequence here from Kilsyth right now. 33 to 28.
5 unanswered by the Cobras. That's what we need. We need little runs like this.
And that's exactly the differential between these two teams, is that 5 points.
I can almost hear you calling for another stop, Pete, as a coach here, mate.
It's one of my favourite things to focus on a 4 or 5 stop sequence. And Maddie Garrick, Booth.
Another force.
Uncharacteristically gets a rebound. That's only her 11th for the game. She needs to pull her socks up and try a little harder. And a beautiful pass down Bow. Sarah Booth can do all things. And Flinney says 7 points straight. Sarah Booth, 11 rebounds, 47 assists, and 126 points. Amazing efforts.
They've just got back to some brilliant fundamental basketball led by Sarah Booth, who is going off. Another assist by her. She'll be looking at a triple-double by the way things are going tonight.
She's been absolutely sensational. I can
on
tell
3
you now,
assists. Only 7 to go.
The Kilsyth Cobras mascot throwing some balls out here. Everyone better keep their eye on it, or else they're probably going to have to end up at Life Sports Medicine Centre so that they don't have any type of injury.
Pete's
Life
definitely
Sport,
winning the Segway Olympics.
or Life Care Sports Medicine. His absolutely sensational support of the Kilsyth Cobras.
Clearly the
court.
Cobra has developed some skills through hoop to hoop.
He has, and he's been well dressed by hoop to hoop. That's
yes,
very,
he has been well
very
dressed
clever
by
there,
hoop to hoop.
Brett, and I hope someone here is taking a photo of that so Just Care Prince can give them a nice framed framed photo. Oh.
But there's nowhere to learn like Swinburne University.
There isn't.
Let's be honest, Pete. There's nowhere to learn like Swinburne University. And all the folks at Beiersdorf, Australia, they know as well that Swinburne is a brilliant educational institution.
I am pretty sure that a considerable number of those Beiersdorf engineering group probably studied to Swinburne.
That's right.
And those who didn't probably got their accounting degree at Embark Financial Services.
Well, they would have wished they studied at Swinburne.
Yeah.
So it's 3-1 to Pete in the Segway Olympics.
I'll give you a second for your
You give me a second? So it's 4-2.
And it's a push off there from Garrick to Nicholson. Nicholson gets the rebound anyway. Says, you know what, that's stop number 5 for Kilsyth in this sequence. 7-point differential. And Wisher turns around and makes it.
Don't give that girl space. Lead. Don't give that girl space. She had too much space to turn there.
Oh, nice shot from there, from Shea. I reckon that
Lovely,
coming out of that first quarter break, that the girls would have fueled up on some Powerade with great Coca-Cola product, one of the sponsors of the Kilsyth Cobras here, and that's made them that's given them the difference there of why they're a 7-point lead.
I saw some original Joe's Pizza down on the bench.
Well, it's been all out.
That'll carb load you.
Certainly will. Nice pass from Shea. Unfortunately, not able to be to drop.
So what would you have wanted there, Pete? Would you have wanted Shea to finish that or to pass that off? She's made 3 of those shots tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know why she wouldn't have finished that.
Yeah, backed at herself. It was a great pass.
It was a great pass.
Unfortunately, reading the fact that Slater's only just come on the court, probably needs to get herself into the game a little bit before that shot's going to become an automatic. Nice screen up top there by Slater. And Maddie Garrick.
Only her 4th point.
You expect Maddie to...
You'd want her to get in the game if you're Coach Flynn.
You'll expect more from Maddie Garrick throughout this game. Racked up 6 rebounds, however, for the guard from Nunawading. Some movement around here. O'Donnell picking up an offensive foul.
Line ball.
Booth coming back in the game after a 42-second rest.
Yeah, she's disappointed with her effort so far, isn't she, Pete?
Booth? Oh,
yeah.
She'd be appalled. Appalled with 10 points, 11 rebounds and 3 assists.
So 4-0 scoring run to Spectres now after that 9-0 to the Cobras.
Cutting the...
they'd be looking for more points here.
Oh, Booth. That woman needs to learn how to rebound. 12th rebound in 17 and a half minutes of basketball. Incredible effort. O'Donnell. Nicholson into Wishart. Wishart on a smaller Maddie Garrick, and she goes baseline, throws it. Unfortunately gets blocked by the backboard. Garrick, oh, it still runs down and gives it a go. Wishart picking up her second personal in that situation. That'll be a little bit frustrating for her. She's probably going to have a rest now. Oh no, Tasari's going to have a rest.
I think they've taken the opportunity to get some bench players on here, Pete. Need to be careful.
Antonadu.
Having a look at the old fist there.
Wishart.
Garrick working hard.
That's normally money for Maddie Garrick, and that's definitely money for Sarah Booth, who picks up her 13th rebound.
They've really got to take advantage of this problem Garrick's having on offense, because she will heat up.
She certainly will. If she continues to get open looks like that. Now this is going to be a clinic here for Sarah Booth, as it was.
Lovely little baby hook there. Beautiful.
Sarah Booth having an absolute day out
This is a
first
clinic.
Half. Brewster into Shear. Shear onto O'Donnell. Back to Maddie Garrick. Guarded by Nicholson. Really nice work there from Nicholson. And even beautifuler shot. Beautifuler.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Beautifuler shot by the Maddie Garrick.
More beautiful than the defense. The defense was fantastic though, Pete. And just great to see champions going up against each other, isn't it?
Claire Carmack into Booth. Booth across to Nicholson. Nicholson a bit short on that shot. Antonadu out on the break. Into Shear. Shear looking baseline off to Brewster. Brewster deflects it off the side of the backboard. Not
A
generally
couple of misses there from the short corner from Nunawading.
Off great passes from
Off
Shear
great
too.
passes.
Oh, Wisher!
And one. Beautiful.
If you don't mind, Clara Wisher with a beautiful left-handed layup. Draws the foul, goes to the line to shoot three the old-fashioned way.
If you could get every junior to be able to drive and take the contact like that, Pete, you would, wouldn't you?
You certainly
Just
would.
beautiful to watch her take that contact, push on through, and look at the reward.
All the juniors here tonight can take a lot from that.
Needed that score, though. They've gone a few minutes without scoring.
This will stretch the lead to 7 points. Clara Wisher, a great contributor here with 11 points so far in this game.
Remarkably, Nunawading still has not had one free throw.
Booth,
And
nice
while Booth
deflection.
didn't get it, she set it up.
Certainly
Sorry,
did.
Pete, I'm talking over you there.
No,
mate.
you're fine. 15 seconds remaining in this half. Claire Carmack with the ball. Nicholson with a nice little drive. Gets fouled. Going to go to the line.
Well
and
done.
That's Maddie Garrick's second personal. Nicholson not shooting
Now-
fantastically from the line.
But giving her opponent a little bit of a bath right now. Statistically, they're not that big of a gap, but in terms of the flow of the game, Lauren Nicholson is really giving it to Garrick.
These are actually potentially two really, really important foul shots here. They can go in with a 9-point lead with 2 seconds left in this half. It will definitely be something to really focus on when they were out by 9 before, as we mentioned before.
Makes the first.
And Nunawading gets back into the game, and they're able to then stretch it back out again. This is a good confidence boost.
There we go.
That's exactly it. Lauren Nicholson picking up her 15th point. And that
Super
will
professionalism.
end the half for us. Fantastic effort from both teams, but Nunawading really edging out towards the end of that quarter. 44-35 at half-time. And if we have a look at some of our leading scorers in this particular game, and I guess the main contributors for what's happening so far in this half, Brett, Lauren Nicholson has been exceptional. We talked about her before the game. She was the difference between a win and a loss up there in Bendigo last week. And she has been incredibly supported by Sarah Booth with 12 points and 13 rebounds.
Well, Booth has been the foundation of this first half, you'd have to say, because as soon as the shot goes up from Nunawading, the rest of the Cobra girls can pretty much go down the court, head down into transition, because she's going to clean up the boards.
When you know someone's got that much control on defense,
it's a fantastic effort.
Oh, it's amazing. And as coaches, that's one of the things that you love the most. I know that a lot of individuals focus on points as an important part of the game, but defensive rebounds and even offensive rebounds, but especially controlling the defensive rebounds, Brett, is vital to any team's defense.
Absolutely. And I think, as both of us would have said in our coaching days, don't worry about the scoreboard. Play the game, play the fundamentals, play defense, rebound, and the rest will take care of itself. And nothing could be truer of Booth's game today, where she's got a very handy 12 points off really some great play. You know, the couple of excellent little baby hooks that she seems to favour in her post play, and then some excellent cutting, and she's distributed 3 or 4 beautiful passes, and really the total game at this point in time.
She's truly been a big difference for Kilsyth tonight.
Although we look at the bigs from Nunawading, and sort of in their defence, Pizzy's playing quite well, and then we have the excellent effort of Shear. She has been quiet the last few minutes, so that's probably a positive. But she'll come back, and she'll be going hard in the start of this second half.
And we noticed Maddie Garrick just starting to heat up towards the end of that half too. That's a troubling sign for Coach Woosnam if Maddie Garrick, with her NBL or WNBL experience, is to get control in this game. It's going to cause a little bit of a headache for Kilsyth, but there's a lot to love from Coach Woosnam's perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
In this
I would actually be really happy if I was Coach Woosnam that Maddie Garrick's being played so well that she's forcing so many shots. She seems to be forcing a lot of shots, and maybe she's not taking her best opportunity by doing that, you know?
100%. I think you're right there, Brett. You know, the damage, I think the main damage in that first half has been caused by the fantastic shooting of Lauren Nicholson, the vision of Sarah Booth, and the work ethic of Sarah Booth. And if that damage continues, then there's going to be some work to be done from Nunawading's perspective. And I tell you what, if work needs to be done on any form of damage, then Repair Management Australia is a fantastic group to support you in your damage repair situation. I think that's what does that make it?
That makes it 5-2, Pete. But, you know, if you want to really repair something like, say, for example, your bank account, then you head down to Club Kilsyth and Club Ringwood and jump on the pokies there and have a little bit of a flutter, don't you think?
Not that we
you'd be doing that, wouldn't you, Pete? I think I lose a segue point for that one. But you know, let's go back to the game for 1 second. Let's not forget Wisher. She's having a great game, and statistically she's looking pretty strong.
She is.
And she's popping up right at the time when they need the basket. So a couple of possessions ago we had a bit of a run by Nunawading, and Wisher had that great drive through the key. Took the left-hand layup, and got the and one and made it, and that's just sort of her game, isn't it? She's really chipping in. She's patient. She waits for the right moment, and then she knows her game to the extent that she knows when the opportunities to take and the ones not to. Sitting on 71% from field goal percentage, by the way, which is no mean feat.
Yeah, it's sensational. And she really works well with Booth. Booth sits there and looks at the court. She's got great court vision, as Sarah Booth, and she sits there around about the elbow and the top of the key scenario, and Wishar and Downey and even Lauren Nicholson just feed really well off her.
Yeah. No, there's they really look quite an accomplished unit when they play in that very team-oriented and selfless manner. It's great to watch.
So just a reminder, championship game next Saturday, State Basketball Centre. The doors open at 4 p.m. Some sensational experience opportunities there. There's going to be a lot of fun to be had. Face painters, balloon artists. The NBL and WNBL teams will be represented there from Melbourne. There'll be a lot of giveaways. There'll be a lot of dances. There's super hoods. Just some fantastic opportunity for a whole family to get down there, enjoy a double-header scenario with the 5 p.m. girls kicking off for the grand final inaugural NBL1 Championship, and then the men taking to the court at 8 p.m. Get down there, get onto the NBL1 website, follow the Ticketek link to get your tickets. Courtside seats, 26 of the 50 are already sold, probably more so now.
What are they selling for, Pete? Do you know the price?
A little bit more than nothing. So you just probably have to have a look online. I can't tell you what the price is.
On the Ticketek site. So go to Ticketek, folks, and get some of those courtside seating.
We might just go and do a little experiment and see if we can book some tickets and see what the cost is associated to these particular games. We have courtside VIP seats from $50. That is fantastic.
That's an incredible bargain.
That is an exceptional price. General admission tickets are $10. And
parents, what you could do there is you could take the children, put the children up in the stands at the $10 tickets, and then you and the missus go down at the $50 tickets and get 4 hours away from the children.
Get yourself a babysitter. It's only a $10 ticket.
You could get yourself a babysitter.
Yeah, put them up the back
That's
there
right.
and let them enjoy the game.
That's right.
They'll have a lot of fun out there with the balloons and the face painting and so forth.
You'd want them to be in the nosebleed seats.
Yes.
Because they're going to be a little bit scared up the top there, so they're less likely to run around.
Just give the babysitter $20, $30. I'll go out and buy them some
ice
Coca-Cola products.
Yeah,
or,
there you go. A bit of Coca-Cola
products. Might be able to get
products.
themselves a Spalding ball that they could get signed by the teams.
That's right.
That'd be a fantastic
I'm sure the Swinburne University is going to be down there. You could maybe sign them up for a course.
Well, you could ring Original Joe's Pizza from there, and they could order a pizza in. That'd be fantastic.
Okay, all right.
And if Hoop to Hoop have anything to do with anything, they might be selling some Kilsyth jerseys. If Kilsyth's down there, they could probably pick up a jersey or two.
That's right. No, look, it's going to be a great night, and it's a real tribute to the concept and the cooperation between the NBL and Basketball Victoria. Don't you think, Pete?
100%.
Really great concept.
So just remember, championship game, Saturday the 17th of August, 4 p.m. the doors open. Get your tickets via the NBL1 website, and the link is there to Ticketek, or you can go to Ticketek Direct and look them up. $10 for a GA ticket or $50 for a courtside ticket. But remember, there's only 24 courtside tickets available at the start of this game.
Right.
And given the amazing plugs that we're putting through for this game,
there's
there may
probably
not be
only a handful now, folks. So
100%.
Don't be shy. Do we know what sort of seats they're sitting on? I remember, Pete, in your days at Bulleen, you used to have the at Melbourne Boomers, you used to have the kids down on
the beanbags.
On beanbags. That was quite a spectacular initiative of yours.
That was a lot of fun, that one.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So
and exciting to see the dance crew that's going to be down there, which again was another one of your initiatives at Melbourne United.
No, I don't think it was my initiative, but
I'd claim it if I were you.
No, I think it might have been a Mark Boyd initiative, the Superhoods.
Okay.
Well, we're almost back. Less than a minute before the second half starts. The Cobras sitting there with a nice 9-point lead. No foul trouble really to worry about. Wishaw with 2 fouls, O'Donnell with 1, and nobody else on the Cobras side with a foul. Whereas Matty Garrick with 2, Antionato with 2, Brewster with 2, Pizzi with 1, D'Angelo with 1, Tessa Boyd with one, and that is it. Nothing really to be overly concerned about from Flinny's perspective in relation to fouls.
So, Pete, if you could just put on your Nostradamus hat for a moment, what's Paul Flynn just said to the Spectres starters?
He said, Shea, get control of Booth. She's having too much of an impact on this game. And Maddie Garrick, you've got to shut down Nicholson.
Right, okay. Excellent. And if I was to put on my cap for Coach Woosnam, I would say get inside Maddie Garrick's jumper and keep that pressure on her, because her heating up is the biggest threat to this game.
Certainly is. 100% agree with you.
Shea cannot do it alone, and Garrick is necessary to make this work.
Certainly. Well, you do expect a little bit more sheer brilliance from Shea. And Garrick Magic.
That was my joke, though, Pete. That was my joke.
I know, it's a great one. And I think, I'm not sure if you...
Are you saying that you took it from me, so that's the greatest form of flattery, isn't it?
100%.
Okay, excellent.
So, quarter number 3 underway. 9-point lead, Cobra's way. Nicholson with the ball. Nice screen from Booth. Oh, Booth! One of the best defensive displays I've ever seen from a player was Shea with her leg way up in the air to try and block the pass. That didn't occur.
Well, sometimes you got to do it any way you can, right?
Certainly do.
Oh.
Pizzy. Now, this will be interesting to see who got the foot violation in this situation, because I reckon that went off Pizzy's foot.
And I think she's just contesting that as well.
Yeah. Pizzy says she wants a television replay. Well, if it has anything to do with the umpire replay that occurred today in the Collingwood game, we certainly won't be reverting to that third umpire. Don't even.
It's unlike you, Pete, to find a Collingwood reference.
No.
Lovely
Beautiful
work
pass.
again
Booth.
By who? Who did that? Who set that up?
Booth to Clara Wisher.
Number 4 assist to Booth.
Let's boost her up for
Nicholson
a triple double tonight.
Nicholson all over Garrick.
Oh, D'Angelo left wide open for 3, and she makes the most of that one.
Definitely can't give her that shot.
Pizzy is just decided to say, Downey, you're going down. The courtside commentator enjoying that little bit of a joke.
Pizzy's come out with a bit of an attitude here.
Well, she started with it too. Her and Downey have been going at it all game.
You might be able to say she's pizzied off.
We're good with all the jokes tonight. We are in this commentary box.
Makes the world go round, Pete.
Certainly does. Makes it a far more entertaining game for those viewers at home.
First foul shots for Nunawading.
Now that is astonishing that it's taken a whole half for them to get to the line. That either says a lot for the either slack defense from Kilsyth's perspective, but the scoreboard doesn't support that, or that Nunawading just aren't driving enough.
Yeah, they're definitely not looking inside, and when they are looking inside, they're dancing around for step backs and fadeaways and the like.
Well, D'Angelo making both those shots.
Having said that, they've now pulled it back to a 6-point lead. So slowly catchy monkey here is the Nunawading offensive strategy.
Oh, beautiful inside pass.
Wow.
Nicholson to Booth. Booth scores yet again.
Very
what a
hard,
great pass there.
Very hard to stop that.
They're running a 2-3 zone. I don't understand why. I really don't understand it. Great defensive pressure from Booth straight up.
Looking for the foul there. Bit of a mistake.
Yeah, you don't play for the foul against the likes of Booth. Clara Wisher pulling up. Not probably the ideal of shots.
One of the very few possessions where they've just sort of gone one and done, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah. Without any thought into it. Garrick out to D'Angelo. D'Angelo into Pizzy. On a smaller Nicholson. Didn't make it work. Wisher with a nice sweeping rebound. And
I feel like this is a key possession right here.
Well, this will put it out to a double-digit lead. Oh, Lauren Nicholson, if you don't mind, does exactly that. 11 points.
That is spectacular.
That's her 18th point. Almost tries to steal another one from Garrick. Great start from Kilsyth this quarter. Oh, nice step back there from Garrick. Nicholson asking for a push-off.
And that's what she can do. But great defence, you'd have to say. And maybe a little bit questionable with the push-off.
Just a little bit of extra contact there from Garrick to try and stop Nicholson from cutting. She's not happy about it, Nicholson. I think she's going to give Maddie a little bit of stick here. We'll have to watch that. There's a little bit of extra contact. I'm a little surprised about the substitution that's about to occur for Nunawading. Talented young junior coming into the game that I would have felt would have been on in the first quarter. As Kira Rose kicks into the game for the first time, sees her first minutes. She's going to give her Bulleen counterpart, Rebecca Pizzi, a rest. Kira's a really, really talented, handy player. She's going to be, expect her to come out and have a bit of a spark here. Really surprised. She hasn't been in the game yet.
Well, it'll be something they need because they've got to pick up this margin. It's back to 9.
Nicholson with a good rebound off a Antinado miss to Sari.
Seemed like Nunawading were a little bit, had the momentum those first few minutes, and they've just given it back here.
Ooh, a little bit of a loose pass there from Booth. A double defended Nicholson, but luckily still a Cobra's ball. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Tasari for 3! A little bit of Tasari magic. She might have been a Maroondah Magic Junior. I don't think she was, but if she was, that would have made perfect sense. Maroondah Magic, a great supporter of and a corporate sponsor of the Cobra's NBL1 program. Has a corporate booth down here. Corporate box, sorry. Maddie Garrick, nice pull up. Doesn't land. Tasari with the rebound. Off and running. She's a quick little rocket there. Didn't make it work.
Just couldn't control her speed there, Pete. Ball went in too flat.
Here's Kira Rowe.
Oh,
blocked off by Wisher, who
This
says,
girl.
oh, get out of here, NBL sign.
Sorry, the work ethic by this young, she's going to finish it too.
Oh,
and
and
draws
she
the
takes
foul.
it on, gets a foul, goes to the line, shoots 2. That's going to be Shear's first personal. But what an effort from Clara
She may
Wisher.
have half her arm hanging off there.
She might have. I just blow a spit bubble all over you there, Brett, because I was
That's
so
right.
passionate
I'm used
about
to
the
it.
way in which Clara Wisher
Look,
did everything on the
she
defensive end.
She's the engine room of this team. Her hustle over here in the last possession in transition to get a tip on the ball and knock it out of bounds, just brilliant.
And rewarded with the first of 2 foul shots.
Every coach's dream is the player that will hustle, isn't it, Pete? On both ends.
And makes 2 from 2. That's Clara Wisher. She
Pushes
will
her
be
up to
15
points on a 67% field goal percentage. Just beautiful. Great play.
Just inspiring to watch when you see someone work that hard on defense and get the reward down the other end on offense.
I don't think Nunawading would want to go backwards too much from here now.
14
points.
Oh.
And a 3.
I don't understand what 3-point line that referee was looking at, though. That both feet were over that, the extended 3-point line, and I know they're not playing the short one. But 3 points called all the same, and a valuable 3 points.
And beautiful play. Very smart
Clara
play
Wisher.
between Downey and the skipper there.
20 points for Nicholson. And Booth, unable to increase her rebound count so far from the first half. 13 rebounds.
Great step up by all of the Cobras players here to sort of nullify what the Spectres are trying to do. They're trying to play powerful basketball, and they've just stepped up beautifully.
Shear with unable to make that basket drop. I noticed that the Kilsyth National Wheelie team is here tonight supporting the girls. That's going to be a push-off foul there from Nicholson. Won't count those points. Well, fantastic. They're a really talented group, the Kilsyth Wheelies. Not sure what the nickname of the team is, but they're fantastic down here on the baseline supporting the Cobras women's team. There might be a game after this, I think, actually. We might be lucky enough to Have a double-header with the National Wheelie program.
Okay, excellent. What a great sport. It's what you love about basketball. You can play it at any age or in any ability.
Antonado.
Okay, Spectres need to do something here. Going
Kilsyth.
one-on-one again.
Hoping to get another stop.
Going
That's
one-on-one
gone
again.
Straight off her leg. She's D'Angelo wanting to fight that one. She's coming out. We're going to have a new substitution coming into the game.
Looks like
We
Maddie
might
Garrick's
find Tessa
coming
Boyd
back to a no.
checking in shortly.
Yep. Spectres are just falling into this trap again of one-on-one basketball.
Oh, clever work from D'Angelo coming in behind Downey, stealing the ball.
Made that
Antonado.
very popular fake pass that's big now.
Nice pass into Shear, out to
Rotation, good
Kira
rotation.
Rowe.
Good rotation.
Garrick, back to Rowe. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, that's a long way out for Antonado, but she's great on the in the drive. Makes the most of it. Cuts the lead back to 11. 3:43 remaining in the third quarter.
Cobra's got a bit stretched out there. Made it a little easy for that drive.
Sari, a little bit ambitious on that shot with the defense that was on her, but she has the ability to make those big shots.
Crowd's getting into it, Pete. This is good to see. Great community spirit here.
Beautiful arena. I love the
from the
Kilsyth K1 arena. Oh, Booth with a big block.
Come on, help her,
Wisha
help
on
her,
the
help
break
her.
to Tassari.
There it
Tassari
is.
into Nicholson. Nicholson for the
And
foul.
one.
Antonado committed. Nicholson, three-point play coming up right now.
Now, everybody in the whole stadium could see that unfolding like that, except the Nunawading players. Disappointing. That's a critical play right there. 3 minutes to go. Takes them 13 up with the chance to go 14 up. But let's not talk up the free throws because you know how that's gone so far.
This is the reigning MVP, the reigning scoring title holder. You can see why, Brett.
Yes,
22
you can.
points, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. She can do it all. She's all
She
over
can
the
do it
court.
all,
She can
and,
drill a three, run the break. Fantastic effort.
Her 22 points at 58% success clip is a pretty darn good effort, Pete.
That's fantastic.
And it really is the difference in the games here. The best players, she has been shut down. She hasn't scored, I don't think, since the half. Garrick has had 2 points in this quarter, and it's just a fantastic effort. Because as much as D'Angelo's scoring, you don't actually feel like she's going to take the game away from the Cobras. She's an important player, but she's not the one with the quality to do what, say, a Garrick or a Shear can do.
No, that's correct. They definitely need Shear and Garrick to pick up in this last 3 minutes of this quarter to try and make sure that this gap, if they can get this to about the 7-point mark leading into the fourth quarter, I think they'd be comfortable. But if they allow it to extend any more than the 13 points that it currently sits at, they're going to find themselves in a very, very deep hole for this last quarter.
Yeah. And of course, the more desperate they get, the more difficult shots they take, and the hole just gets deeper, doesn't it?
It does. And if you dig a deep enough hole, you're probably going to have to call skilled plumbing to assist you with any plumbing requirements that may be there. You're looking anywhere you possibly can for that particular sponsor, but they're a corporate box holder here at Kilsyth
and
Stadium.
if you dig a deep enough hole, not even Bell Real Estate are going to be able to sell your place.
They're not going to be able to sell your place. That's exactly right. That was a good one. I like that. That was good, Brett.
Garrick's looking for the shot.
Shear into her Rowe.
Growing roots. Growing roots
Rowe
in
with
the
a nice little baby hook.
growing roots in the key there was Rowe.
Yeah, she was.
Again, another job for the plumbing.
The damage that could have been caused could be fixed by Repair Management Group.
The roots in your drain. Goodness me.
Wisha, nicely stopped there by D'Angelo. Booth misses a shot. Has she actually missed a shot
She
tonight,
missed a
Booth?
shot. She has missed a shot. Not many, though. It was a lovely step up, though.
11 points. A really important score here for the Spectres if they can get one. Get this under 10 points. That's a nice inbound pass there, or inside pass there from Kira Rowe. Wisha with a rebound. off and running.
The work this player is doing is just magnificent.
Booth inside.
Looks for the corner, finds it, and boom.
Picks up another assist as Sarah Booth to Claire Carmack. And I talked before, I wasn't going to say it in that time. I kept my mouth shut on that one because I know that's one of her favourite spots to shoot in the corners. And she's very, very effective from there. So I shut up on that one and she knocked it down. Back to a 14-point lead. Just when Nunawading were looking like possibly breaking this 10-point barrier.
The key for that great play by Carmack is not about how many points she scored. It's that she was ready to take that shot, Pete.
She was. Booth, nice inside. Oh, picks up an offensive board, misses her second attempt. But at the end of the day, she picks up a rebound, goes to 15.
Even she's going to miss the occasional shot.
Kiriro not getting that drop. Wisher, another rebound for Wisher. That's her 9th.
Just wonderful to watch and not a bad option. Had a screen protecting her there from Booth.
Tessa Boyd with the ball.
Quality player, Tessa Boyd.
Tessa with a big 3. Nicholson with the defensive rebound.
Slow
30
it down.
seconds. They're going to try and... I wonder if they're not going to go for a 2-for-1 here. They will simply drain as much of this 12 seconds left on the shot clock as they possibly can.
Nunawading sort of look like they're pretty happy.
Oh, Garrick, and there's going to be a foul called here on Garrick. Garrick and Nicholson, we talked about it before, been going at it off the play. Garrick holding on to Nicholson in that situation unnecessarily because it was a double team scenario. And as a result, Nicholson will get the ball back, and there'll be a 1.8 differential between the shot clock and the game clock, Brett.
That's correct.
Think they're going to hold for the last possible opportunity?
Well, I would think so. I just feel like Nunawading's intent out here defensively is not great. They're not really. They could have been a bit more intense here, I think, and that may be flowing into the rest of their game, Pete.
Well, that's Garrick's 3rd foul. And I know we've only got a quarter to go, but...
They cannot let them score here. They cannot let them score.
Well, if they do score here, Kilsyth, it's going to be... we talked about the hole. It's going to be a considerably larger hole than the 9, 7, 10-point hole that it was potentially looking at.
So, 16 seconds. Let's go, Cobras.
So, it's been an interesting experience. We've got 15 seconds left to travel in this game. Another great way to travel is by utilising Travel Associates. They're a fantastic supporter of the Kilsyth Cobras program. Fantastic real estate agent. Definitely worth having a chat with them about all your travel needs.
Travel agent, you mean? Now, Pete, we recently used a travel agent, and Travel Associates, well, I sort of wish we used them, don't you?
Well, they would have been fantastic too. Yeah.
You can book a lot of stuff online, but, you know, when you use a travel agent, you just got a better...
Exactly right. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 8, 7, and we are going to see Lauren Nicholson going to line to shoot 2 off the back of a D'Angelo foul. Flinny will be absolutely furious with that situation.
In the language of my father, Nicholson is as sly as an outhouse rat. She is cunning like no tomorrow, the way she drew that foul.
Just so much experience.
Is that what Coach Wisdom drew up, do you think? Going to the line?
Well, I would say that a little bit closer to the end of the shot clock scenario, but yeah, 100%. Draw the foul, make the most of the free throws, and Lauren Nicholson.
And a 24th exactly point.
And that is a 16-point lead. If they do not score here, Garrick. Oh, great defense from Nicholson and
Great
Booth.
defense.
Well, we are going into the final quarter with a 16-point differential, 65-49 in favour of the Cobras over the Spectres.
Garrick gave about as filthy a look as you can give to to the refs without getting tech fouled there. She's clearly unhappy, but that was just great fundamental defence.
It certainly was. So that ends our 3rd quarter. We've got a Bunnings half-court shootout going to occur here for I think it's $100 for half court, $50 for a three, and
do you win a Brazilian butterfly? Is that what you win?
No, you don't win one, but if you were going to go there because you need a needs from there, that'd be a fantastic place to go.
Absolutely.
And he misses from half
maybe
court.
Maybe a bit of Yarra Valley cabinet making with that $100. Could go towards a kitchen.
He definitely shot a brick at half court.
Right,
and
okay.
that three wasn't much better. So if he was going to build a house, you could put a Yarra Valley cabinet making
That's
cabinet
right.
inside it.
There's not many bricks down at Yarra Valley cabinet making. Only the highest quality of kitchen cabinets and the like.
Well, if he hits this foul shot and gets $25, I would send him down to Club Kilsyth because you can get a heck of a meal at Club Kilsyth or Club Ringwood for $25. Or you could use it on the pokies, as you mentioned before.
And you'd probably down a few Coke products in that visit to Club Kilsyth, wouldn't you?
Certainly could.
Being teetotalers as we are, Pete, that'd be about it for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah. One of my favourites would be go to the bartender, ask him for a glass of Coke and ask him to put some raspberry cordial in it. Just a little bit of raspberry cordial.
Yes.
Coke did come out with a Coke raspberry product.
For a little while,
Not quite
yes.
the same as the Schweppes raspberry cordial, which is not a Coke product, which probably shouldn't say that. But it's still a fantastic
nonetheless
blend.
a beautiful drink.
All right, fourth quarter about to get underway. It is do or die for the Spectres. It is win or go home for either team. But right now, Cobras 16 points in the lead.
The Cobras stand 9 minutes and 50 seconds from making the first grand final in NBL1 history for the women.
And Booth picks up her 16th rebound. Off to Tasari. Carmack on the break, makes the bucket, extends it to 18 points.
Very good defensive play to defend that break. So let's see what the Spectres have got here.
This is an 18-point hole right now that Maddie Garrick has reduced to 17 with a nice up and under.
Garrick's 11th point. Critical for the rest of this game now that she scores maybe 10 or 15 in this quarter.
I have to say, this 5 for Kilsyth, with the exclusion probably of Claire Carmack in replacement for Clara Wisher, who's having a bit of rest. But this 5 plus Clara Wisher is one of the most experienced core groups in the WNBL, in the NBL1, and has stood them in good stead. It gave them the win against Bendigo, and it's certainly doing a fantastic job for them as Booth picks up her 16th rebound of the game.
Just suffocating defense there on the drive by Shear, who is talented. We've already established that. Talented, smart, and Carmack is maybe the difference here with just these last couple of possessions.
Well, the defensive effort on Shear since the first quarter has been nothing less than brilliant. She has really not been able to contribute on the scoreboard at all in that period of time, and that's all credit to Coach Woosnam and her charges out there on the court.
And let's face it, Pete, what is defense? Defense is effort. Purely effort. Pizzy back on the court. I thought she's been an important part of the game for Spectres. Sat quite a long time there.
And just as we spoke about Wisher, she's going to kick into the game at the next stoppage. Probably going to be for Claire Carmack, I would think. Claire Carmack, an absolute gem of an experienced player and a real asset as Pizzy goes baseline. Booth being called for a push. I'm not sure what she pushed. I'd like to see a replay of that, but we don't have that ability. Oh no, Tasari having a rest. Carmack is so versatile. She can play in that guard on a small forward role. And as we know, she can shoot from out. Pizzy.
I just like her preparation, Carmack. She's so ready. She's ready to step into whatever role is required.
Pizzy goes 1 of 2. Cuts the lead to 15. 8 minutes remaining in this preliminary final here.
It's a big ask in 8 minutes.
It's a lot of work to do from Nunawading's perspective. They need probably 6, maybe 7 stops in a row here and convert on the other end to give themselves an opportunity. Carmack from the corner. Baseline. Whoop. got to take the ball with her. Out to Booth.
Good effort.
3
by
seconds.
Pizzi.
3 seconds only. Woosnam's calling for the triangle. Let's have a look at what her triangle side ball play is going to be. Oh, it's a back door. And that's gone off Garrick. 2 seconds left. And now she's calling a thumbs up play.
Ref is... thought the refs might have been talking about it there.
Booth.
I actually saw it going off Booth.
What I do say, I love the Nunawading girls try to put some additional pressure on the referees as they were thinking about it by walking down the other end of the court. Nice inbound pass. Oh, Pizzi with a huge block, but I believe D'Angelo's probably going to get this call. Yeah, D'Angelo with the body push as Tassari looks to check back in again. Woosnam's just doing a smart job here.
She's riding Carmack all the way to the finals potentially here, Pete.
Well, I think she's going to sub Carmack out here on a successful foul shot. But Carmack's experience, she likes to play in and out in relation to her input on the game.
What does it do for your confidence, though, as a player that the coach backs you like this?
Oh, she's a 300-game veteran of the league, and she's had WNBL experience at Dandenong, and she's a Kilsyth junior coming back through the ranks and coming back to play for the club. So, she's a fantastic mum. Her little baby's out here, and we can see she's just a sensational role model right across the board. Here's Claire Carmack as Rebecca Pizzi gets a nice shot. 14-point differential now.
The score created by Garrick and her pretty smart play there.
Bouchard with the ball. Off to Carmack. Carmack for a nice short two. Downey trying to get the rebound on. She gets a rebound on her back. If you don't mind. Downey.
Goodness gracious. Corey McKernan lost a Brownlow medal over a play like that.
Alison Downey. Now that is effort that would make you proud as a coach to see one of your star players start the rebounding process, land on your back, end the rebounding process. Fantastic effort.
Great play. Great play.
So
look, it's been a quality night, Pete. What have you got for us, mate?
Next week's grand final. I'm just going to put a final reminder out there before we close off at the end of the game as well. But championship game next Saturday, 4 p.m. Doors open. Get down there. Get your kids. Get your family together. Get your friends. Book some tickets through Ticketek or through the NBL1 website link. Get down there. Look at the courtside seats. Brett had an option there before. Parents buy the courtside seats. Get your babysitter. They're only $10 for the GA seats. Buy one for your babysitter.
There is one better option. Leave the kids at home.
Don't leave the kids at home because we want to fill that arena.
We're going to fill the arena. Don't worry about that. There's only about half a dozen seats left now after your effort today. I think you're getting paid per seat, aren't you?
Well, I probably should. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a fantastic day. If you haven't heard my spiel on this before, Superhood dances, WNBL and NBL Melbourne teams will be represented there. A lot of giveaways, a lot of freebies for the kids, face painting, balloon making, lots of different activities that are going to happen. And if courtside seats, $50, 24 of those only remain. $10 for GA seating all around the arena. It's going to be a fantastic effort.
It's not just going to be basketball, Pete. It's going to be entertainment.
It is going to be an entertainment experience of a lifetime. Of a lifetime, Brett Rick. 7 minutes left now in this preliminary final, unless it goes into overtime.
A little bit tighter defense here by Nunawading. I think the urgency has occurred to them.
Nicholson blocked by Pizzi.
Great work by Pizzi.
And that's going to be a shot clock violation. So that's probably the first really desperate defensive effort we've seen from Nunawading tonight.
Yeah. Which was clearly, they went man to man and they played them tight. So great effort. But it's 6 minutes and 40 seconds left, Pete. Why has it taken this long for them to go in that direction?
Very true. Still plenty of time available to them if they can string some offensive wins for themselves. Brewster for a big three, and that's one of the ones they're going to need. That is now an 11-point differential. Kicking this back from 19. Oh, that's cross court. Refs weren't aware of that one. Nicholson going baseline. Draws a foul on Garrick. That'll be her fourth personal.
And this is the problem the Spectres have. is that they've got to push the defence, and this is what they're going to create. Going to create trips to the line, because who's going to get the ball every time, Pete? It's going to be Lauren Nicholson.
And she's not the one you want on the line. We're not going to talk about her ability from the line.
No, we're not talking about it.
We don't want to put any Mozza or anything in regards to
No,
that.
that's good.
That was a nice shot that
she's
she
just
made.
a good ordinary shooter from the line.
Her 25th point.
Not unlike myself in my day.
And 26 points. Very valuable. Back to 13. Maddie Garrick looking to try and create some opportunity here. Shear setting a nice screen for Brewster, the last lady to hit the three. She pulls up with a nice jumper from the foul line.
Solid possession.
Back to 11. 6 minutes, under 6 minutes now. Tassari.
They've got to work clean
Downey.
here on the defence.
They certainly do. Wishart. Back to Downey. Cross to Booth. Hand off to Nicholson, who's going to look to drive down the middle. Out to Tassari. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tassari with a nice little drive. Beautiful work there from
great
Tassari.
possession. The Red Sea parted again there, Pete.
Certainly did. Maddie Garrick, nice pull up. Doesn't drop. Wishart with a great rebound. That's her 10th rebound. She's into double figures right now.
It's a 13-point game with 5.5 to go.
Downey, Alison Downey.
That looks good.
And she follows her own shot right across the key. Unable to get the rebound. D'Angelo with the ball. Maddie Garrick. Shear with a big screen on Nicholson. Garrick with a pull up from the elbow. Booth with a 47th rebound. 17 boards for that lady. What an effort.
Garrick
Garrick
starting
trying to stop her
to...
from setting a pick. Not sure you're allowed to do that. Downey down to Wishart. Wishart missed the shot. Brewster with the rebound. She's going to take off.
Offense getting a little raggedy on both ends here. Garrick needs to stop forcing these shots up.
Well, this offense can remain raggedy provided it happens at both ends, and that will be in favour of Kilsyth.
Absolutely, absolutely.
4 minutes 30 left. Garrick with a nice little step back three. Didn't land. Wishart with her 11th rebound.
The Cobras are just too powerful on the defensive boards here, Pete.
They certainly have been. It's just been a fantastic effort across the board from the entire Kilsyth program.
We're sitting 37 to 28 rebounds defensively at this point in time in favour of the Cobras.
Boards. And I wouldn't mind betting between Wishart and Booth, all of those 9 offensive boards have occurred.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely
a very good portion of them, at least.
So we have a timeout here called by Flinney as he attempts to get his Chargers back in this game. 13-point deficit, 72-59, 4:07 remaining, and what a fantastic game this has been. Brett, of all our sponsors here tonight, can you name a couple that have been a big part of this Kilsyth season so far?
Well, Club Kilsyth, Club Ringwood, amazing folks down there. A great meal. If you like a frothy, they're pretty darn good, apparently. I don't know myself, but, that's what I've been told. And they just have a great atmosphere down there, very family-friendly, and a really good meal to go with it.
Swinburne University, another massive supporter. They've been around supporting Kilsyth for a long time.
Long time.
I remember coming down here as a coach probably 10, 15 years ago with some of my older kids, and Swinburne University still having a presence down here. So fantastic that they're supporting youth basketball, grassroots basketball, and the NBL1 program here.
And of course, they're not just a tertiary institution. They're also a vocational education institution. They've really got it all at Swinburne.
Well, we're about to kick into the last 4 minutes of this preliminary final. Nunawading with everything to do as Wishart turns around with a nice jumper.
A contested shot, and the temperament of the Spectres is getting a bit raggedy too. Bit of inter-team pointing and yelling going on. Need to be careful with that, Nunawading.
So right now, I don't know whether it's just the aggression of Kilsyth, but it's 16 fouls to 7. And the refereeing's been spot on. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you couldn't fault the refereeing. I mean, obviously mistakes do get made, but nothing that's really changed the game. What has changed the game is Garrick sitting on about 25% efficiency with her shots.
And that's not characteristic of
She would
of
not
Maddie.
be very happy with that.
She's an exceptional player, an absolute gem to have in this league and have an opportunity to see her skills and ability, but she'll be a little frustrated with this game tonight. Wisha for 3! If you don't mind that call.
What a game.
18 points.
What a game.
The lead right now, and that just happens to be Wisha's 17th point.
To the 20-point
20th point, sorry.
So she's
Winner of it.
She's been, to me, she's the unsung hero of tonight's game, Pete.
20 points, 11 rebounds, and some massive hustle plays.
Just her in the context of this team is amazing.
Pizzy with the turnaround baby hook, didn't land. Wisha with another rebound.
I really like the look of Pizzy tonight, but unfortunately, like too many of her teammates, she just hasn't been able to get it done at the key moment.
Well, for one of the younger players in the program, she is definitely an up-and-comer.
Yeah,
and
great
there's
future
a lot
ahead
to
of her.
love about what Rebecca Pizzy is going to give basketball right across the country in the years to come. So 3 players currently on the Spectres roster with 4 fouls: D'Angelo, Antionado, and Maddie Garrick.
Now, I might be getting on the Ticket Tech app pretty quickly, Pete.
Well, if I was a Kilsyth Cobras supporter,
I
would definitely be on the Ticket Tech app or the Ticket Tech website, booking my tickets and getting an opportunity to sit courtside or do whatever I can to make sure that I'm there to support my Cobras, because there is no way in any blue heaven that this
certainly don't want to
18-point
miss it.
differential is going to be breached.
Are you prepared to say that it's over? Has the fat lady sung?
Well, the younger girls are coming into the game, and Alison Downey is going to go and sit down. Haberfield is coming into the game for Lauren Nicholson, sits with 26 points, 8 rebounds, and a huge amount of influence on everybody in her team.
It's interesting if we look at the stats here, Pete. In the second half, Booth has been reasonably quiet. And Wisha and Lauren Nicholson have really just powered them through, ably supported by Carmack.
Certainly have. Well, Booth's just done her job. She put all the pressure on the Spectres in the first half. They had to change the way things were done, and as a result, as she speaks right now and misses that shot, but she's added 5 rebounds and 4 points to her half-time tally. But what she's done is she's created all sorts of grief for them in the first half, which is when I think this whole this game was really turned on its head. Tasari, 1:36 now before the Spectres can... Oh, O'Donnell for 3, and Booth with a 19th rebound. The Spectres are going to have a great celebration, knowing they're going to be going into the inaugural NBL1.
And
3 points!
She opened the game with a 25-footer, and she's effectively finished the game with a 25-footer.
Yeah, she certainly has. Oh,
what a great effort. We can pretty much eulogise Nunawading now, can't we? Given that they're Spectres, they are heading back to the graveyard tonight with their tail between their legs.
It's been a fantastic season for them, though, Brett.
Oh, of course,
they've got a lot to look forward to in their second year in the WNBL, in the NBL1 program. This is a fantastic effort by the Cobras as they look to finish off this 45 seconds remaining. Booth with her 20th rebound of the game. 20 rebounds to go with her. I have no idea how many points she's got now, Boothie. 14 points. It's been absolutely phenomenal. 5 assists. She has just been amazing. Wishar's been amazing. Nicholson's been amazing. Tasari has been amazing. Carmack has been amazing. And Sam Woosnam has been amazing.
Yeah, you'd say that it is a brilliant team-wide effort. They're going to let the clock run out here. Game's gone.
Points.
I do feel a pang of sorrow for Garrick. She's a quality player. She just hasn't been able to connect today. And there we have it.
And we do. That is it. 82, 59, 23-point winners for the Kilsyth Cobras all over the Nunawading Spectres here at Kilsyth Stadium. They are through to the grand final, the championship game. For the first time in NBL history, they're the first team to make the NBL1 grand final.
What an exciting moment for the program. What an exciting moment for everyone connected with the Cobras. And you've got to take your hat off to Coach Woosnam and her game tonight. If we talk about the battle of the coaches, then she won by a considerable margin.
She certainly did.
Great effort and real brilliance.
So,
well,
if you want to get to the championship game, Brett, what do you have to do?
You have to get on the Ticket Tech app right this very second, because those tickets are flying out the door as we speak.
They certainly
and you need to get up there and you need to get your seat reserved, because you're going to see an amazing game.
So what can they look forward to? Anyone, family, kids, everybody down there, what can they look forward to, Brett?
Well, I think they can look forward to a lot of entertainment. As I say, basketball nowadays is an entertainment. It's not just a sport. And so they're going to have face painting. They're going to have all sorts of performances going on.
We've got the...
got an interview with Coach Woosnam going on at the moment.
We certainly do on court. So head to the NBL1 website or Ticket Tech. The game is August 17th. Men's tip-off game is 8 p.m. The women at 5 p.m. The doors open at 4 p.m. The Super Hoods are going to be there. The NBL players are going to be there. The WNBL players are going to be there. Tons of giveaways, tons of opportunity to get some autographs and so forth for some of the heroes that you have. And speaking of heroes, some superheroes are going to create a special appearance throughout the games, in between the games, I believe.
Right.
In that regard. So get online. Find yourselves an opportunity to get down there. $10 tickets for GA, $50 courtside tickets.
Amazing.
Brett, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Could be the most value for money game you'll ever go to see, Pete.
If you've got nothing else to do next Saturday, you need to be down there.
That's right.
You need to get down there. If you've got junior basketballers in your home, get them down to the game as well. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been a pleasure calling games with you this season, Brett. Look forward to potentially calling some more games in the seasons to come. It's been fantastic. Thanks everyone at home for checking in and watching and viewing these games with us. And congratulations, Kilsyth, for your championship opportunities next week.
Well done, Pete. You're a legend, and appreciate the opportunity to be with you tonight, mate.
Take care, everybody, and a good night.